Hello, my friends. The internet has recently been obsessed with taking advantage of you. Well, maybe not just you, everyone. Basically, if you exist right now and are alive, then you are at danger of having your liberties taken away from you. You don't want to be seen in a bikini? Too bad. You don't want to dance to that SpongeBob song by Ice Spice. Horrible song, by the way. Shocker. Too bad, because you're copping that as well. I was always worried that AI was going to take my job. Now, I'm worried it's going to take my innocence, my underpants. We've all been aware that AI is just getting better and better. And we always knew that it was going to get to a breaking point where it's hard to distinguish what is AI and what is real, and what limitations will there be or won't be. Now we've finally hit that breaking point, all thanks to this jacket potato of a bloke. Why is he wearing a bikini? Bit odd. See, Grok, which is Twitter, X's AI, has leveled up recently for all the wrong reasons. See, now what users can do is basically manipulate any photo that's on the platform, just in the comments. Not to mention the array of off-platform tools where you can do pretty much absolutely anything to anyone. It is nearly indistinguishable from real life. Ready? Let me show you. Here I asked Grok to generate an image of someone with a massive hog. See? Can't be trusted. Very unreliable. See, most of us grew up in a generation where it was pics or it didn't happen. Where now it's pics and we'll make it happen. You can post a seemingly normal photo and within seconds, people are telling you to get your underpants off. No dinner, no kiss, straight to the goods. Hand in the cookie jar, if you will. AI just calls these prompts. I would call them a leading question. A closer. Oh, my word. Can I see what you look like in a widow bikini? Now, am I bitter because a computer is undressing women before me? What? No. Obviously, wherever there's a market to be nude, you will find your OnlyFans, Instagram models, whatever, editing themselves, which I think there's already photos of your uglies online. So I don't know why you'd need to do that. Why don't you just cut out the middleman? Save a few buckets of water. I guess you'll be happy to know that it's not just nudity. A pretty viral post, hate that term, viral, of Billie Eilish in a top with quite a revealing bosom was made to wear firstly a bikini, no shock there, but then someone went a step further by making the bikini old Germany memorabilia, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. Also, people are changing the races of people. Don't know how I feel about that one. Little bit intrigued, little bit mortified. We'll figure it out as we go along. These aren't deep fakes. What they are is a deep lack of shame. And by the way, all you people undressing celebrities, disgusting. Why can't you be like everyone else? Do it while you're asleep, like everyone has forever. But it brings up a more serious topic of AI consent. People seem to be confusing the idea of visibility equals permission, which is basically the same as going outside and people having the freedoms and liberties to do whatever they want with you, which obviously is not allowed. But for some reason, Elon Musk over here thinks it's okay. Consent online now is like the speed limit. We all pretend like it exists. The victims, if you will, of this degenerate sort of behavior is mainly women. And people are trying their very best to get around Grok's already loose guardrails in order to see their favorite celebrities or regular civilians in scandalous wear. For something like Grok, when violating someone just becomes a feature, a button, a prompt, people stop caring. It just becomes the social norm. It's just bonkers. by the way, can I just say, this is what happens when you let someone be all anti-censorship, right? When you let someone fearmonger for free speech. There's no nuance. Freedom of speech, not freedom of consequence. And on platforms like X, there isn't any consequence. There's no jeopardy to it. Half of them are anonymous. I think there's 3 reasons why it's just going to keep going as well. 1, it gives people a sense of power. At a time, a lot of people feel powerless. There's also distance, right? It's not real. It's online. And there's always that plausible deniability of just, oh, it's just AI. I think the most ridiculous part of it, this will never stop because it promotes engagement. Every single post on the platform, I think the comments have tripled, quadrupled. So as long as this feature rewards the algorithm and keeps people engaging with the platform, you know this donut's not going to change it. I think the most disturbing part of this is there have been plenty of reports of people prompting images of minors. I wouldn't expect anything less, to be honest. Very poignant. What a great time that we banned it for under 16s in Australia. What a great idea. I might have a chat. Can we make it 80? Can we push it up? Maybe 100? Maybe that's a part of your pension. Everyone's identity online, if you have footage, photos, anything, if you have any online presence at all, if you're a human, if you're not a frickin' loser, that doesn't even frickin' use a frickin' phone, then you are stock footage. It's not just Grok that is making ordinary people and celebrities do things. There's also been an influx of celebrity deepfake videos. These include politicians like your Donald Trumps and more recently Maduro.
But, I think I sing it again. She had jumps like a truck. Eyes like what? All night long. Let me see that.
Regardless of your beliefs on certain people, this shouldn't be allowed because it's portraying them doing something they would never do. For example, look at this one.
What I really, yeah. But she gets it, and
see? That would never happen.
One run to the front door. I hop out, I start shooting. Bow, 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 bow. Shot his ass.
Hey, this is AI. The woke left will say that this is AI. They can't admit that he gets frickin' down with it. The woke liberals, they can't admit that I love Tyler. I can pub my pussy. I pub my pussy. A little bit of Tyler. I would like to think that all of this celebrity deepfaking was sort of exacerbated by the Kirkification, that whole phenomena. For about 3 weeks there, you couldn't go on the internet without seeing that face.
Gates ready, and it's open. Stephen Hawking is out on Big Dip.
8 seconds.
Let's just drop a little bit of sky right here above your eyebrow. Real easy, just let it float.
I know a lot of people will say, well, these people are famous, half of them are criminals. You know, who cares? I imagine a lot of people would say they deserve worse. The only problem I have with that is it's a slippery slope. What draws the line between someone that deserves to be deepfaked and someone that doesn't? First, it starts with your celebrities and your politicians, next your influencers, and then before you know it, it's just going to end up being absolutely anyone with any online footprint, which could potentially affect all of us. And I honestly feel like at this point, the debate is kind of over, because the behavior has already won. It's already being allowed and, to be honest, promoted on so many of these platforms with little to no consequence at all. And it's growing right now and going to continue growing because it gives people a sense of control in a time where there's immediate gratification and a lack of respect for things that happen online. And the cost of that is turning real people into stock footage. But most importantly, you don't have to pay that cost. You can just not be that person in the replies. Because after all, you're a normal, good human. I love you all.